everyone, in this video we are going to explain phenomena of maxim, implicator, speak at, and politeness that we are taken from Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. First, I will explain about maxim. This example illustrates the maxim of quality, relation, manner, and quantity. I will explain each example briefly and show how they follow the cooperative principle. First, Hermione Granger correcting the spell. In the first example, Hermione said, "It's regarding Leviosa, not Leviosa." This follows the maxim of quality because Hermione is giving information she knows to be true. She corrects Ron based on accurate knowledge, showing she avoids false statements. Second, it's come from Professor Dumbledore. She said, "I would trust Hagrid with my life." This sentence reflects his secret belief based on years of experience. She is not exaggerating, she is being honest. This is why the utterance follow the maxim of quality. And Ron answering Harry questioned. In the third example, Harry asked whether the Philosopher's Stone is safe, and then Ron answered directly, "As long as Dumbledore here guessed." This follows the maxim of relation, because Ron's answer is perfectly relevant to Harry's question. And in the fourth example, when Harry asked what happened to Voldemort, Hagrid replies immediately with information about that topic. His answer is clearly connected to the question, so he observed the maxim of relation. And the fifth example is another direct response. When Dumbledore asks if Hagrid can be trusted, Professor McGonagall responds directly without changing the topic. This is a strong example of maxim of relation. The sixth example is another direct response. When Dumbledore asks if Hagrid can be trusted, and McGonagall responds directly without changing the topic. This is a strong example of the maxim of relation. And in the seventh example, McGonagall said, "5 points will be taken from Gryffindor." The sentence is short, direct, and completely unambiguous. This demonstrates the maxim of matter, being clear and avoiding confusing. And the eighth example is the iconic line, "You are a wizard, Harry." Hagrid delivers extremely complex information in a simple and clearly way. This makes it a good example of the maxim of matter. Now we are going to move to implicator. When Ferdinand Dursley say he not be going, and then Hagrid answer, "A great muggle like you won't stop him." Hagrid does not literally mean that Ferdinand is great. This is sarcasm. The implicator is that Ferdinand is powerless to stop Harry from going to Hogwarts. His words imply resistance is useless, not praised. And the second example is when Draco said, "Scared, Potter," and then Harry answered, "You wished." When Harry replied, "You wish," does not explicitly say, "No, I'm not scared," but the implicator is a rejection. He implies Draco wants him to be scared, but Harry is not. And the third example is when the Professor Dumbledore say, "It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live." In this example, Dumbledore does not directly tell Harry to stop visiting the Mirror of Arise. Instead, he uses an indirect philosophical sentence. The implicator is you should not spend too much time dreaming about what you want. You must focus on your real life. This follows the maxim of relation because Dumbledore gives a general statement, but the real meaning is specifically directed at Harry's action.
For the next implicature, uh, there's a train station card that said 9 3/4. Think you're being funny, do you? The maxim floated in this sentence or utterance is the maxim of relation. The card pretends to not understand Harry's question, even though Harry clearly needs help. He implies Harry is ridiculous or joking, meaning he refuses to help Harry seriously. For the next one, we got Miss McGonagall. She said, Is it wise to trust Hagrid with something so important? The maxim flouted in this sentence is the maxim of quality. Miss McGonagall's question is not a real question. She implies that she does not think it is wise, indirectly criticizing the decision without saying it outright. For the next one, we have Mr. Snape or Professor Snape. He said, our new celebrity. The maxim flouted in this sentence is the maxim of quality. Snape says something he does not literally mean. He implies mockery and resentment, suggesting he dislikes Harry and does not think he is special.
Let's move to the next one, the implicature. I find some of the implicature in here. The first one, you wish, stated by the Harry Potter when face his enemy Draco Malfoy since the first day, and this one is take when each other trying to attack. The statement is, this is out of my hand. This is implicature because it shows a literal meaning as how it's said. The speaker lacks of the power, authority, or control to resolve the immediate situation. And the next one is, I'll see you back in a common room. This is a very common way people use language to mean more than the literal word suggests. The speaker expects the listeners to be back later and provide extra information about where and when they'll meet again. This is said by Harry Potter when he wants to leave the room when his friends is still there. If you know where to go is stated by someone who accompany Harry Potter as how he will maintain his life as an spell student, because this is established the extensions of a secret or hidden location and speaker's status as a guide. And the last one for me is that I'm afraid Professor Dumbledore is not here. In this situation, the speaker cannot help them. The children must wait or leave or stop their request because something might be wrong or serious.
For the next part, we have speech acts. For the first one, there's Miss McGonagall. It would be better if I had transfigured Mr. Potter and you into a pocket watch. The type that is being said is the expressive speech act. This is a non-literal expressive because Miss McGonagall or McGonagall uses sarcasm to show her irritation at the students arriving late. Although the utterance sounds like a threat, she does not literally intend to do this. The real meaning is, you should know how to tell the time and arrive on schedule. The next one, we have Harry. He said, quick, let's hide through that door. The type is directive, literal directive, because Harry uses an imperative-like form to tell his friends to hide. The intention is to get them to act immediately for safety. The next one, here we have Harry again. He said, I think she heard you. The type is representative, a direct representative, but its function also warns Ron indirectly. The force is to inform Ron that Hermione is upset, hinting that he did something wrong. For the next part, we have Professor Snape. He said, good luck today, Potter. The type is expressive, a direct expressive, but delivered with sarcasm. The force is superficially wishing luck, but fake, but contextually expressing dislike towards Harry. Next one, Filched. He said, who's there? The type is directive, Although interrogative, this is an indirect directive, because Filch wants the person to reveal themselves. The force is to demand identification. The next one, we have Professor Snape will have another little chat soon. The type is commissive, a non-literal commissive, because Snape hints at a future confrontation or threat. The force is to warn or an intimidate Quirrell or Professor Quirrell. For the next one, we have Harry. He said, "Come on, come look, it's my parents." The type is directive, a direct directive inviting Ron to join him at the Mirror of Erised. The force is to get Ron to see what Harry sees. For the last one, we have Dumbledore. He said, "Let me give you a clue." The type is commissive, a direct commissive, as Dumbledore commits to offering help. The force is to prepare Harry for an explanation.
My name is Calista, my student number 004. And next one, let's move to the politeness. I find out 8 dialogue that show politeness in this film. The first one, I prefer Sir Nicholas, if you don't mind. This one is the negative politeness, because negative politeness, it aims to avoid imposing on the listeners, and the soften of the preference with the phrase "if you don't mind" show the politeness. Next one is "excuse me, do you mind? Everywhere else is full." It show a negative politeness because it is a direct dialogue and give a very polite and show a very polite attitude from the speaker to the listener. This one is on record badly, and the scene, the line, the take that side, is an example of a bold on record politeness strategy. This is a bold on record, and FDA for the principal. A face-turning act, it is like a comment or a request that threatens or the listener's self-image or freedom. Sorry about him, and this is show a negative politeness because it is behavior that avoid imposing "I'm warning you boy" stated by the uncle from Harry Potter for the birthday treatment for his son. This is on bold on record because it is direct, unsofted, and explicitly threatening. And there are a question, how many are there? But Harry Potter cousin said it loudly and like angry to his dad. And this is of course a bold on record because this is very impolite and very direct. The next one is "give me that." This is on record boldly. This is indirect imperative, no hedging like "please, could you, would you like," and etc. And this is spoken in high pressure and fast moving since it is a game scene, so this is on record badly.